Christmas time without you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be trying so many new makeup and I'm literally the happiest kid right now. I have picked up a few things from the Nykaa sale. I have picked up some from other websites, Amazon. It's just a mix of everything and I'm really excited. You know how much I love trying new makeup. And this is all that I have on my face right now. One or two products arrived early, so I've been using them for quite a while. Some just came in yesterday, day before yesterday. So this is going to be a mix of both first impressions and some products that I've been using for quite a while. And these are actually products that I've been wanting to try and test for a really long time now. Without any further ado, let's begin with the video. I'm going to start with a moisturizer. This is a Nykaa Skin RX Illuminate Plus Vitamin C Moisturizer. This one came in PR, so I'm gonna use this. I've been using this. I have used this a couple of times and this is how the texture and everything looks like. I'm just gonna use this to moisturize my skin. For lip balm, I will use, for lips, I'll use Ecologica's lip mask, and I'm using this non-stop. Okay, now we're going to begin with the actual makeup products. First product, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Fresh Tint SPF 50. Now this says SPF 50. Now how I discovered it was I was googling a few skin tints that I can try, and this one popped on my screen. And first of all, the packaging is so cute and it's very travel friendly. I feel you can just put it in your bag and this even goes into your purse and you can carry it. Didn't know this was new, but this is a very new launch in India. From the time I saw it, I just grabbed it and I placed an order for this one from Amazon. This retails for $3.99, which is pretty affordable in my opinion. Got this, I was like, oh my god, I'm the first person to get this. But after that, after a few days, a lot of people started putting this product on the story. I got the shade 08. Now 0, they have I think 0, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. They have something like a weird shade range, and I picked this number 8 shade because this is not the darkest shade according to them. I researched a little bit, saw the swatches, and 08 is apparently not the darkest shade. 07 is the darkest shade. So I picked this one because when I was putting my before foundation shade references, this one was the very close match to my skin tone, so I picked this one. Now I haven't used this. This was the first time that I used it today, and you can clearly see here I first used it. It is the consistency of this is not very liquidy, it's not very creamy, it's not very thick, it's right in between. It's a liquidy, a little bit creamy as well, or more on the thicker side. To be a skin tint or to be like a tinted moisturizer, it is a little bit thick. Okay, first let's talk about the shade. I thought that this would be a little bit dark for me, but when I went ahead and blended it with a brush, I think it matched my skin tone pretty well. I mean, I don't think it's like a correct match, or I don't know, I'm not able to figure out the shade right now, but it wasn't that bad. And talking about the finish of this foundation, I feel it's between. It's not very matte, it's not very dewy, but right in between. But if you use like a nice moisturizer, hydrating moisturizer, if you use like an illuminating primer or something like that, this will look very glowy on your skin. It's very skin-like. It does have coverage, that's for sure. Being like a skin tint, this has a good amount of coverage, so I feel it is going to give you that coverage. And this is not also something that is just going to blend into nothing. It does have coverage, the finish is in between, so this is suitable for all skin types. And I feel I will use this a lot more during the summer, the humid days. For winter, I have to moisturize a lot and then I can use this, but all of that being said, this is a really good one. First impressions, I really liked it. It blends so beautifully into the skin. Usually when I use it when I use a foundation brush. Some foundations or some skin tints do tend to leave that streaky marks, like brush marks on your face, but this one, oh my god, it blends beautifully into your skin and it blends very quickly. First impressions, I really ended up liking this. Okay, let's talk about this. I forgot to talk about this in the beginning, but this is the Blue Heavens Prep and Fix. One of you actually recommended this to me, so I got this. This is a priming and setting mist. This retails for 350 rupees for 50 ml, 60 ml. I don't know, it's 50 or 60 ml. You can use this both to prime your skin before you apply makeup and also as a fixing spray. So this is like a MAC Fix Plus. Now, first of all, the fragrance of this has a slight bit of coconut hint, but along with that, it also has that kind of a chemical fragrance to it. I don't know, I just felt that maybe I used a lot of it, but I did. That was my first impressions. I have used this twice, thrice. I feel this does a pretty good job. It has that slight dewiness. It does add a slight dewiness to your skin, I will say that. Is all that I have used. I've used no highlighter, so my skin does feel glowy. So I will say it's a dewy setting mist, and yeah, I will use it more and I will let you know. And it's just a really nice mist, so I like this. Okay, next is probably the product that came in so late, which is why this video was delayed for a really long time. I wanted to do this video like way before, but because of this particular product I had to wait a lot. But anyways, this is the Living Co Bronze Butter. First of all, I love the name. It's so foreign, it's so international. I don't think any Indian brands name their products like this, bronze butter. It's so fancy, but I love the packaging. Even the package is very minimal, very nice. This is the Living Co Butter Bronzer. I got the shade Bake. It comes in a pot like this. Again, this is something that I used for the very first time. Now the shade is something that I'm a little bit confused about. There are two shades, Bake and Brew, I think. And when I checked both the shades, Brew was something that had a little bit of that reddish undertone, so I didn't really go for that. So I went for Bake. This one on the image, it was kind of a contourish shade that has a cool brown undertone, so I picked this. But when I used it on my skin, I have it on my face right now, it was not a cool tone brown. It was kind of it did have that warm hints to it, which I'm not mad about. Has, I think, both cool tone and warm tone, and yeah, that is one thing that I wanted to point out. Another thing is this formula is so good. It's so good when I blend it using my brush. Second of all, it's so pigmented, so you need the slightest amount, and when I accidentally took quite a lot of it, when I blend it into my skin, it blends like a dream. It literally blends like butter. It's literally feels and blends like butter on your skin. It looks natural. I think it's very natural looking, something that you can use on a daily basis. I'm a fan of the blendability. It blends so beautifully into my skin. I used a brush, and if you feel like it's still too much, you can always use a beauty blender and blend it out, and then it looks so nice. This is so beautiful. The formulation of this is amazing. Just in case you're interested, I got this from their website only, their official website, and it took around 7 to 8 days to deliver. Retails for 500, but I got it for 350 rupees or 250. I got it for either 250 or 350 rupees because they had some sort of sale going on. I'm not really sure if they have that sale, but I'm going to link it for you. And if you're looking for a cream bronzer, definitely try this. Hey, it cannot be my video where there is no new blush. At this point, I have my blush drawer overflowing and I don't know how to stop. But I got the Makeup Revolution Blush Bomb. Now I got this because I saw a lot of people using this all over the internet, and this particular shade, another reason I got this is for the shade. It's just my cup of tea. This is in the shade Rose Last. Now this is a very deep mauve kind of a shade. When you first apply it, you can freak out a little bit because it is a pretty deep shade. So I feel this is gonna look beautiful on dusky skin tone. Let me say, blushes like this. This is like a liquid cum cream blush. I love the packaging. It's very fair. You get a lot of quantity. I got this from the Nykaa sale. There wasn't a lot of discount in this. This is for 675 and I got it for around 600 rupees. Not much of a discount, but I still wanted to get it. Very few blushes blend with a brush, like liquid cream blushes. You need a beauty blender or your fingers to blend it, but this blended so beautifully with my powder brush. Like, I've been using this for quite a few days at this point, and every time I look for a blush, this is the one I pick out because it's so amazing. I love it. It blends so beautifully with the brush. It blends so beautifully with the blush. I was shocked the first time I used it. It just blends so effortlessly and so beautifully into the skin with even a brush. I was like mind blown by that. This blush is very dewy. I have it on right now. It is pretty pigmented, so yeah, you just need a little of it. Me being me, I used a lot of it, but again, if I don't use a lot of it, it doesn't really show on camera, but you just need like one dot of it, and it's so beautiful. It has my most favorite part, it has that subtle glow and sheen to it, which I love. Great. This is definitely my current favorite blush after the Blue Heaven. It comes very close to my Blue Heaven blush, which you know I love, the stick one. A lot of people say, and I've compared this to the Rare Beauty blush. If it is a dupe of the Rare Beauty blush, I know I'm gonna love the Rare Beauty blush because it's amazing. It's also gonna look very good on bare skin, so one of my favorites from the haul from this video, definitely. Let's come to the most exciting part of the video, eyeshadows. Now, I got two shadows which are both duochrome multichrome shadows. Okay, the first one is Mars. Oh my god, I'm a person that checks Mars website so much, like very frequently. I check it every other day, because they have they always have some sort of new launches. So I was going to the website and I spotted this, and I immediately got it. So this is the Mars Northern Lights in a Pan. I love the name. I think they have made these multichrome shadow. This is a multichrome eyeshadow, and I think they've named it and made it after the Northern Lights, which is so beautiful. Shades, they have a green, if I'm not wrong, green, yellow, something that is a bit reddish pinkish, and then purple. I picked up a purple because I don't have something like this. This is what I have on my lids right now, and I was the most excited for this video because of this particular product. Mars coming out with new launches is always a hit. It's rarely a miss. It is so pigmented, very smooth on the pan. So with shadows like this, I always prefer using my fingers because that gives the maximum pigment, and I love it. It applies beautifully on the eyes. Now, right off the bat, this is not something like a bam on glitter on your face. Okay, it is kind of a very soft, mild of a shadow that has this beautiful effect. Now, this one has particularly purple. I think this has a brown base. At some angles it looks red, purple. At some angles it even looks like an olive greenish. So it has a lot of shifts to it, which is why it's a multichrome shadow. When I look at this way, it looks purple. When I look at it from below, it looks green, red, brown, all of that. So this is a little bit pricey if you compare it to the other Mars products, and I was like, okay, this is expensive, but again, duochrome shadows, multichrome shadows are expensive. I have the Charmisi one that is for almost 900 rupees. So I feel in that way this is still pretty affordable. This is for 479 rupees for one shadow each. But I feel like it's worth it if you are someone who likes these kind of shadows, and if you want to invest and try, definitely you can try them, especially for beginners, because I feel it's very easy to apply. I'm really glad with the shade that I picked also. I think this is shade number 4, Canadian Gleam. You know my love for duochrome shadows. I love these kind of shadows that are just one and done. You just use this all over your lids. You don't have to use any other eyeshadow. and it looks like you've put in a lot of effort when you haven't actually. Let's talk about this. This is something that I have my eyes on for months and months at this point. This is a Pigment Play loose foil pigments, I think that's what it's called, and got the shade Alien Wings. I had to pick up a green because again I didn't have something like of this sort in my collection. And this is the packaging. By the way, both of these, the sizes of these are very tiny. If 600 rupees, but on sale I got it for, I think on sale I got it for 200 something, which is great. Now I didn't have the chance to use it today on my eyes because I used this one. In the next video I'm definitely using this. This is a duochrome shadow. Okay, this was a multichrome shadow. This is a duochrome shadow, means it has two shifts to it. Initially look at it, it has that green kind of a shift, and when you look at this way, it has that pinkish purplish kind of shift. Now this is a loose foil, so if you're a beginner I would not really recommend this because it is going to give you a lot of fallout. You have to learn the technique of using like eyeshadows like this. So if you're a beginner, go for shadows like this. So this mascara, okay, let's talk about this mascara. This is the last product that I used today. This is the Zayn and Myza Blink It mascara. I only got this because this was like a really good discount. I got this for 250 to 60 rupees, and the reviews were kind of really good for this one on Nykaa, so I picked this. And I had been only using my Simply Nail, my Face Shop, my Makeup Revolution mascara. I have used this a few times just to test it out. As you can see, I've used this on my lashes. Now I am not wowed by this product, to be really honest. I am not really impressed with this mascara. This is not a bad mascara, definitely, for sure. I curled my lashes and I used this. I feel this gives me a lot of volume. It's not very lengthening, it gives me more volume than length. Does not curl my lashes, does not hold my lashes, does not hold the curl of my lashes. For some reason I find the formula of this mascara to be quite drying. I know mascara is not supposed to have that very wet formula, but a bit drier, so that when I apply it on my lashes, it does not really coat my lashes that well. I don't know if it's the weather right now that made it dry, but it is a decent mascara, I would say, right off the bat. Like right now, I don't know how I'm gonna feel this when I continue using this, but because my opinion on mascaras change very frequently, but right now this is not a really big fan of this. When I initially applied, it gives me that really nice volume for sure, but after a while, like right now, this is a little bit, this has hold the curl a little bit, but this one, it has completely drooped and it doesn't really look so flattering. It does kind of add that fiber effect to my lashes, if you know what I mean. So this one was quite a okay product for me right for now. Before I end today's video, I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about my lip shade. So what happens is I mix a lot of shades, right? So when I get comments like very later asking me about my lip shade, I have completely forgotten about it. It's just a human error, and I should have actually noted down the lip combination of lip shades, but I'm gonna do that for this video. Okay, I use these two lipsticks. This is the Zayn and Myza transferproof bullet lipstick in the shade Bare Beauty. I used the K Beauty Papped, and then I used a lighter shade on top from Makeup Revolution matte lipstick in the shade Teddy. I'm gonna leave the details in the description box as well. I think with that, pretty much that is it for the video. I had so much fun doing this as always. Let's do a quick favorites from this video. Favorites, I think my top most favorites from this whole video has to be the blush and the eyeshadow, like top two. These two products did it for me. I also ended up liking the tint a lot. I also liked the bronzer, so it was quite in all like a really good haul. All the products that I've used will be mentioned in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with another video really soon. Until then, bye.